Hi, good afternoon. I want to use this venue as well to remind you that on Sunday, Dr. Erica Brown is speaking at our shul, Shachri 8:30, followed by a brunch, and then at 10:30 shiur, a lecture by Dr. Erica Brown. She's among the most dynamic and significant scholars and educators and authors active in the American Jewish community, and it's a real privilege that we are getting to hear her speak at our little shul. So I want to encourage everyone to join us on Sunday, and then a week later we have our spring soiree. It's always a really great event. If you haven't been before, it's not like a typical shul dinner or big nonprofit dinner with long speeches, and this is like fun, and we really try to make it engaging and accessible to the entire community. It's a chance to join together with friends, to meet new friends, daven mincha on the terrace of the Center in Halstead, and also give our thanks and appreciation to some very worthy honorees. All of this is in your email. All of this is on the shul website, but consider this a personal invitation to participate. Parashat Emor continues on the theme of Kedusha, the theme of sanctity that occupies Sefer Vayikra. And what we see in this parasha is that sanctity is not just the province of a place like the Mishkan or the Beit HaMikdash, and not just something that a certain group of people, at first the Kohanim, and then all of Israel are meant to embody in our lives. But sanctity also is something that plays out not in the physical sphere, but on the temporal plane as well. Times are meant to be sanctified, and Parashat Emor is one of the locations in the Torah where the Jewish calendar is described, all the holidays and the sacred days. So the laning should be very familiar to us from Pesach, and we hear it over the course of the Yamim Tovim. So it's a familiar laning, and the themes of the holidays are like if we know the Jewish calendar, we know how it gives contour to our lives. We understand how sanctity is something that's expressed through time, maybe even primarily expressed through time. Abraham Joshua Heschel very famously spoke about Shabbat as a sanctuary in time, alongside the Beit HaMikdash as a sanctuary in space. But it's really not just Shabbat. It's our calendar in general is a series of sanctified moments and allow us to partner with God in sanctifying time. We see two different cycles of holidays, or the holidays. The same holidays are part of two different cycles. There's an agricultural cycle focused on the agricultural year in Eretz Yisrael, and there's a historical cycle in which we reenact the process of the Exodus and the journey through the desert and receiving the Torah at Har Sinai. And the same holidays are celebrated as expressions of the historical and the agricultural. Both of those levels are entwined in the holidays, and also entwined in the holidays are the holidays as events that occur on specific dates, no matter what. That are, as the sun goes around, as the earth goes around the sun, as the moon goes around the earth, the days will come, day follows day, and the holidays occur. But also we are partners in God in sanctifying them. We are the ones to declare when the holidays occur. And so it's human initiative and God's actions. It's the holidays as a natural agricultural cycle and the holidays as reenacting and commemorating historical events. And both of those double layers, those double layers of meaning of these holidays are expressed through each of the sacred days and special days in the Jewish calendar. Shavuot, I think, is sort of the most exemplifies this in the most sort of interesting way, because the historical event that Shavuot commemorates, the revelation at Sinai, is never explicitly mentioned in the Torah, meaning the date of, it's sort of a coincidence that the holiday that takes place 7 weeks after Pesach coincides with the date that we stood at Sinai and received the Torah. Right? If you read the Torah carefully and you count the days, that's when it occurs. But this amazing coincidence is never mentioned explicitly in the Torah. And actually, before we had a fixed calendar, depending on how many days in the month there was in the month of Iyar, there was different calendar dates in which Shavuot could occur, right? So it's sort of like emphasizes the fact that human initiative, human counting, human involvement in the calendar is necessary. Human discovery is necessary to help us realize that the historical event Shavuot commemorates is the historical event of receiving the Torah. I think because Torah So it's a Torah study endeavor that tells us that this is the date in which we commemorate the Torah itself, and that human initiative, of course, is necessary to bring that creativity and intelligence and ingenuity to understand the Torah and to teach Torah and to spread it and to share it. And of course, finally, all the holidays, of course, in the Torah are about chesed as well, and about tzedakah, and about including everyone at your table, that we feast and rejoice in the holidays with the ger yatom v'almanah, the stranger, the orphan, the widow, all of them together, those people disadvantaged who might not have a joyous holiday. They have to be at our table with us, and we have to join together with others to have a joyous holiday. That's also like a very important meaning that is in every place in the Torah where the holidays are mentioned. The Torah gives the holidays that inclusive mission statement as well. Looking forward to seeing you over Shabbat and in the wonderful events that are coming in the days and weeks to come. Wishing you all well.